What's the point, huh? The truck is fucked.
Worry about that later. Let's reseal the door.
Don't go out there. Just wait for me.
It doesn't end this way. It can't.
Is that what your magic fucking fairy vision said? Because it sure as hell doesn't look like we're getting out of here and... What?
No. No, it's okay. Something happens.
Who the hell are you? Hey! Where are you taking us? Who the hell are you people?
All your questions will be answered when we reach Dr. Skurlock.
It's too late. We're not making it to any doctor.
Stand down, or your people will die!
You fucking die with them!
I'm not threatening them, asshole! I'm trying to save them!
What exactly is in this?
Please, do not fear. My name is Nathan Skurlock, xenobiologist.
Dr. Abraham Zahidi. Can you explain to us
Zahidi?
what...
Oh my, what an unexpected honor. I was a follower of your father's work. At least, as long as was possible. I haven't so much claim to fame. As you can see, there is one breakthrough of mine that has served us rather well.
Just tell us how it works.
Yes, of course. My apologies. The fungus wasn't always like this. Its DNA was altered. My formula merely tells the fungus against itself. Here, all who are brave enough to reach us are free to live in peace. My antidote must be injected daily. None of us dare stray far away from camp without it. We have a small ceremony each month, just in time for one. No altars, I'm afraid. I hope that the rest of your convoy will attend this evening.
We're not planning on staying long.
Oh, beyond here, there's only death.
Until the truck is repaired, we're stuck here anyway.
Good.
Thank you.
Jacob. Look what I found in the forest. This was Cuthbert's. We've been here before.
Well, shit. I thought things looked familiar. I thought it was Skurlock's drugs. But unless you can pull a spare oil pump from your ass, we're not going very far.
We left a truck here before. That day the first storm hit. Maybe I can find it.
Find it? That was 30 years ago.
Not for me.
Did you see the man they were keeping in that cage? I wonder what he did to deserve that.
You seen the new arrivals?
Yeah, they look like trouble. I'm surprised Kang picked them up.
I'd have done the same. No matter who they are, more of them means more of us.
Maybe Acosta or Mercer are here. I should ask around if I want to solve this Outriders bunker mystery.
What can I get you?
That's a nice coat.
You're an Outrider. I thought they were all dead.
Not yet. Where'd you steal it from?
This old thing. My mother passed it to me. Her dad was an Outrider.
Oh, shit. Who was he?
His name was, Jack Tanner. Knew him?
Tanner was a good man. He was my captain. Saw him die, trying to save us from landing on this godforsaken rock. It's an honor to meet you.
Yeah, well, he's probably rolling in his grave about now, seeing what I've become. You buying something or what?
Your father, Sergio Acosta. What happened to him?
You know him?
Only in passing.
Well, he was smart enough to survive the jungle the first time, and dumb enough to give it a second try. And it was all my fault that he did.
What happened?
Look, my parents were fucking possessive. I spent my whole life living in a stupid bunker, making the greatest sacrifice to protect humanity, they'd say. But you know what? They never told me what the hell we were protecting. One day I had enough, so I ran. But my dad wouldn't let it go. Tried following me to find me, to save me. A fool's errand.
Sounds like an Outrider, all right.
Some time ago, The scout said he stumbled upon the remains of his expedition in the jungle, but I could never bring myself to go there. But if you happen to find it, would you bring me back something of his for me? A picture of my mom he wore on a chain.
I'll look for your father.
Hey, you remember my tunes I used to play?
Like it was yesterday.
I can still remember some of them.
Please stop, Jakob. Please. I'm serious. Yeah, Jakob, I'm disconnected.
Outrider, you wouldn't believe how much I've learned from Dr. Skurlock here.
Don't get distracted. That's not what we're here for.
But part of the reason we're here in the first place is to find a way out of the trenches for everyone. What if we brought the antidote back to Shira?
We'd also bring the summary execution of everyone who makes the antidote. They're deserters, remember?
Oh. Yes, I hadn't considered that. Outrider, this is Dr. Skurlock. I must profess it has been a delight to have met yourself and your companion.
We're grateful for the help, Doctor. But I have to ask, your antidote to the fungus, why do you keep it to yourselves out here? Our people are trapped in the valley. If they knew that...
Yes, if they knew. Think about it. What's the first thing they would do? They would be so afraid of the other side getting it, they'd have me locked up. War is all they know how to think about. Those narrow-minded, tribal idiots. Out here, it's different. We are all free. We don't live in fear of our neighbors slitting our throats. Men and women, allies and enemies. Here, nature, the elements, are our only enemy.
Sounds too good to be true.
Well, we do what we can do. Resources are scarce. But you and your companions may stay as long as you need.
Outrider, this is Kan Young-Soo, the one who dragged your friends from the underworld. I will be handling your induction.
Induction? As I told Skurlock, we're just passing through.
Skurlock has no say in who stays or leaves. I'm in command of the camp security.
Sure, but this camp wouldn't exist without Skurlock and his vaccine.
And Skurlock wouldn't exist without my soldiers.
Can I do anything for you?
It pleases me that you won't be here long.
Jakob, I've found the truck.
What's it look like?
Exactly as we left it.
You have something in common, then. Get that oil pump, will you?
Hey, Mercer. How'd you survive it? Spending your whole life in a hole in the ground.
Oh, it wasn't a life. I grew up in a cage. The first time I figured out how to open that front door, it was beautiful. After that, I was just a trapped animal, plotting my escape.
Hey, your parents kept you safe. A lot of people would have happily traded places with you.
Think I'd rather have a shorter life, up here in the fresh air.
There's some notes here. The Outriders expedition. What's left of it. That's done. Acosta's body must be among the remains. Some kind of writing. Okay, got Acosta's key. You sure made me work for it. Juno will want to see your head.
We heard it screams for miles. How did you do it?
I hunted it, found it. I went medieval on its ass.
You... What?
I went It refers to, periods of Earth's history where there were knights and dragons. No. Never mind.
We couldn't scrape together much, but it's all for you. Come by any time, Outrider. We all feel safer when you're around.
Thank you. At least I can put her to rest now.
The calendar with the knife in it. What's the story?
Bad fucking luck is what. I'm in trouble. This fucking guy I'm in debt to. He said I gotta pay by that date or play his game.
What kind of game?
If I win, he wipes my debt clean. If I lose, bang. But no one ever fucking wins this game. What the fuck am I gonna do? I'm dead either way. Say, maybe you could have a word with him.
I'll take your place in the game. Here to see Mercer's debt paid.
My agreement was with Mercer. Little man got cold feet.
I lose, he pays you double.
You think your luck is that good? Be my guest. Whew. Fucking mess. You're altered.
Your turn. There's only one bullet, right? You'll be fine. Pull the trigger. Or I will.
What can I get you?
Your debt's settled.
Jesus, you saved my life. Here, it's the least I could do. I make it myself.
Ooh, not bad. That shit your granddad be proud of.
Till they push back, then loosen a little. You forget everything I taught you.
Taught me? You think you taught me anything, old man? Unbelievable.
Feisty. She definitely got her temper from you.
Looks like we're taking a break. I guess you've earned the right to hear the full story. So, a long time ago, before this shitty planet, before we even left Earth, I was flying workers to the Caravel orbit station. The flames started to surround me, and I tried to find an exit. And that's when I tripped, and I saw this damn pregnant woman lying under the rubble. I was able to save both of us. Well, three.
Hold on. You were there during the Caravel disaster?
All the survivors of the Caravel were given a free ticket aboard the brand new Flores, and I met her again. Right here, in Trenchtown. Her child was born. It was a girl. And she named her Chana. And that little brat was only 6 when she saw her mother killed right in front of her.
So you raised her.
Come on. The truck isn't going to fix itself.
Hey, Jacob. That was a sweet story back there, but it still doesn't explain why Chana hates your guts.
Why do you think? I didn't ask to be a father in a shithole like this. You know what the survival rate is for kids? But turned out I was wrong. Little girl managed to grow up after all.
Who knows? Maybe you did her a favor. If you hadn't been such a bastard, she wouldn't have gotten tough enough to survive.
Yeah, you go and tell her that. She'll love you for it.
Jenna, Jakob told me what happened between you.
Huh. Did he tell you how my mother died?
I'm sorry. No kid should have to see that.
Even better. I saw it twice. The first time in a vision. You know, I tracked down Jakob. Begged him to come back. 'Cause he wasn't there in the vision when she died. I thought, if he was there, maybe it wouldn't come true. But Jakob doesn't listen to anything I say.
I'm sure it wasn't easy, growing up with Jakob around, trying to be a dad.
Believe me, he was the least of it. Being a kid in this fucking war.
I've heard stories. I can imagine.
No, you can't. You know, you don't look much older than me, but I heard you got to magically jump over the past couple of decades. Honestly, you've got no idea what it was like growing up in this nonstop bloodbath.
You have any idea what it's like watching your whole fucking planet die?
No, shit. I'm sorry. You must have lost people.
Yeah. Yeah. We all did.
Outrider, if I may, as an altered, you are not allowed to join our ceremony due to scientific complexity. But rest assured, your presence in our humble camp is appreciated. I personally oversaw preparations for your private hut. There's a place to rest, food, even a bottle of something special. You'll find it by the stairs to the ceremony tent.
Few make it out this far alive. Even less mean to keep going. What is it you're looking for, friend?
I'm not your friend.
You don't know what's out there. There are things I could tell you. Things I could warn you about, but you would not believe these things.
And what makes you so sure?
Because the things I've seen, even I do not believe them.
That was Skurlock's little ceremony? How was it?
It was weird. Bunch of rambling speeches about brotherhood. We all picked stones from a basket. And hey, there was music and free drugs, so not all bad.
Where's Zahidi?
Went off with Skurlock talking some science mumbo-jumbo. Well, he'll be back.
No, he won't. Your friend picked the black stone.
What are you talking about?
They're taking him to the facility. Get me out of here. I'll lead you. Skurlock makes his antidote here. Very few know what goes on inside.
And how do you?
I used to help him make it. Until he took a friend of mine prisoner. Skurlock has his laboratory here, but it's Kang and his soldiers who run this stronghold. They will not welcome you kindly.
Just tell me what they want with Zahedi.
Nothing good. You need to hurry before it's too late.
Stop!
Hey, how you doing? I'd like to see Dr. Zahedi, please.
This facility is off limits! You will not get a second warning!
Sound the alarm! We're under attack!
It's the Alters!
Don't let them reach Skurlock! Shield Skurlock! We have to protect the antidote!
Tiago, where's Skurlock's lab?
Look for the stairs leading up to Skurlock's hut. He'll be holding your friend there.
People. That's what they injected us with. He needed bone marrow for the antidote to work. All those people who escaped the war came here to die instead. And I was next.
You think that was easy for me, Doctor? It's random. It has to be.
Except for you. Safe from your own lottery, I suppose. How convenient.
I create the antidote. I keep us alive.
How many exactly have you sacrificed for your little utopia?
I am not a monster. I carry the burden. A few must be sacrificed so many can live. What are you going to choose? Who lives and dies?
I don't hide behind a basket of stones. When I kill a man, he knows it was me. Take as much as you can carry.
You didn't have to kill him. He was a man of science. There's so few of us left.
He was a self-righteous murderer.
What does that make me, then? His antidote, God help me, we're still gonna use it.
You haven't yet seen anything. Oh, August.
Oh my God. Is that?
A native of Enoch. I found August out there, lost and alone. Tried to give shelter, but But Skurlock only saw a specimen to experiment on.
This changes everything.
Please. No more.
He can talk.
Osgood, please.
August, it's all right. They're not like the others. They're friends.
Friend. Thiago.
Okay, you're free now. Go home.
They got Skurlock! Alert Kang!
Get Dr. Zahidi back to my truck.
Your alien friend just disappeared.
August does not disappear, so much as move in ways we cannot perceive. We need to get out of here. I know a back exit through the caves that can lead us out to safety.
Get Zahidi out safe. I'm going back out the front door to deal with Kang's new arrivals.
I should have left your companions to rot in their bile. Skurlock wanted them saved, and look where it got us. I won't be making the same mistake. I will hunt you down and take back the natives you stole. That's a promise. And Kang keeps his word.
Good! I won't have to worry about chasing.
Outrider, we made it out to the convoy. Your new friend knows this area very well. I think he can be trusted.
We are ready to go. Or should we see if anyone else out there wants to kidnap Zahidi first?
Funny. I'm on my way.
I take it you're here for a reason?
Our camp's beginning to panic. Nobody will be mourning Skurlock, but without the antidote, we're not going to be able to last it long.
And there's a large stash in the lab. We only took what we needed.
I know it's there. I assisted Dr. Skurlock in his work. What's there won't last long. There may be something we can do that the doctor would have never been willing to risk. For so long, our only contact with those beyond the forest was deceit and death. You understand that the antidote requires a steady supply of human flesh. But there's one thing that they haven't studied fly beyond the forest, it's
The dead. You're proposing a trade?
bodies of dead soldiers. We harvest their spinal fluid, and in return, we share the antidote.
There are those who will never forgive what you've been part of.
I know. But if we share what we make, maybe we can start to make amends. There is still one problem, though. The sap of the toka tree. It's the hardest ingredient to obtain. Tiago used to be the only one capable of it. But now that he's part of your party...
Well, this should be interesting.
Tiago, I hear you gathered the sap of some tree to help Skurlock make his antidote.
Not just any tree, the tuka tree of the deep forest. Where it dwells, the creatures of the forest gather in great number, almost as if they are protecting it. Search beyond the stronghold, my friend. You'll know the tuka tree by its shiny blue sap.
Here's some blue sap, but Juno will need more. Tiago, you gathered this sap for Skurlock's antidote, even knowing the other ingredients.
I either brought the sap, or I fought and killed for gang. I believe it to be the lesser evil.
So how'd you end up in their cage?
Through August, I came to see every soul we had sacrificed to save ourselves. I could no longer bring myself to be part of it. I vowed to rescue August and escape.
I guess that vow didn't work out so well.
Until now. Until you, friend.
So, Tiago, what exactly made you such an expert on this thing?
The tuka tree's sap. It has profound hallucinogenic qualities. I believe it is a portal to the very soul of this planet. I was the only one who could ingest it and stay sane. And when I did, the creatures of the forest let me pass.
You're just making this up as you go, aren't you?
You will have to see for yourself.
Nah, don't think I'll be attempting the electric Kool-Aid method. I've already been altered enough, thanks.
As much sap as I could.
Thank you. Things are gonna change around here. We couldn't have done it without you.
We move out. Right away. East.
There's a ravine to the east. You'll have to go south around it.
You know this forest?
I've gone further than anyone else. I'm not a deserter. I came into this forest because I'm an explorer. A voyager. Like you, Outrider.
We're heading beyond the anomaly. Don't know if we'll be coming back, but we could use a guide.
It's become a regular clown car.